Hello everyone, today I want to show you how you can use the ChatRequester in Godot. So let's have a quick look at this. We first want to create an interface for this. So you can use a box container as a parent and then have, let's say, your rich text label to be the whole message process with the user's message and the assistant's message. And then another box container for having the input and also a send button. There you go, send, and then the play icon like this. We probably want to expand this so we can type a bit more in there and have some kind of placeholder text. Ask anything. There you go. Okay, so now we maybe also want to have some kind of header or title so we can see what this does. This is for chat. Have it in send and have it be a bit bigger than usual, like 25. There you go. And this is for chat. Let's call this chat interface. And this is the user input. Oh, no. User input. There you go. That's still false. Okay. User input. And this down here is the send button. There you go. This is the, well, I guess the output text. The output text, you could say that. And now we add a script to this guy. So how do we work with the ChatRequester? Well, first of all, we have to, I kind of forgot that you have to add a ChatRequester in to actually use it. We have to use some kind of model. The models are listed on ollama.com. I'm using the Llama 3.2 model. It works pretty good and it's pretty small as well, at a size of 2 GB. So we can set the model right here and we can leave the temperature at this minus values to default to the default value to find the model file. Exactly. So let's have a look at the script and let's connect the pressed signal from the button. There you go. So first we want to get the prompt from the user, right? So we can take the user input.text like this. Then we want to somehow send the message to the AI. So we can do this right here with a ChatRequester dot send message. Actually, we probably want this to be in here so that it kind of belongs to the chat interface. But this is also a bit shorter. You can just drag it in like this. So send message and then the prompt as the message. There you go. And now we also want to add to the output text the message we just wrote up here. The text equals user and then what we said. So the prompt plus a new line and then what the assistant will write. But we don't know what the assistant will write because it first has to generate what it will write. So we have to send the message down here and also start the generation. So that is with start response like that. We do want to keep format JSON as false, otherwise it will generate in JSON, which we can have a look at later if you want to, or if I want to, and I do want to. So let's do this. So now we send a message to the ChatRequester, but we don't know what it responds yet. So let's do this by connecting the new word signal like this. We can simply say the output text dot text plus equals the new word which is generated. This will already work actually. This simple code will just work, but we do probably want to add a new line in here so that once the assistant is done, it will not look weird once we write another thing. So let's try this one out. We can try this guy and say, hi. Assistant will say, hello, I can assist you today. And then we can ask, write 10 cool words. And it will write 10 cool words. And then we can ask it, because this is a chat interface, we can ask, what did I just ask you? And then it says, you asked me to write 10 cool words, which is completely true. So that is very good. Okay, this is just for debugging purposes. I will disable this code once released, so don't worry about this. Right. So we might want to try some cool stuff. For example, we can tell it here in the system prompt, you are a cool pirate. Only respond in very cool and zany pirate speak. No normal, boring English allowed. English allowed. There you go. Let's see how he responds to this. Hi. You're looking for a swashbuckling good time. Okay, I think he's doing a pretty okay job with this. So you can define how he speaks in here, but we can also just say, keep your answer short, which I usually use for just a good experience. So that was the chat interface. So simple. Look at this. This is just a few lines of code. It was super simple. So let's do the same thing, even simpler, by using the generator endpoint. This is going to be even simpler than this one. Okay, so let's first create a new script like this. And then let's disconnect some signals over here. So for example, the pressed signal, let's disconnect this. And the new word signal, let's also disconnect this one. So once we press this send button, we want to connect this again. No, not to the script. Disconnect this again. We want to connect it to the other one, which you probably want to rename something like generate. So it's going to be way easier than before. Okay, so we connect this to the generate interface once you press the button. So again, we get the prompt, which is the user input.text like this. So that's pretty simple until now. And then we just super easily say .generate with the prompt and also stream set to true like this. And this is literally almost already in this function. We just for simplicity, no, actually, I was gonna say we want to add this in here equals assistant like this, so we know who's talking, but we don't even need this because this is a one-turn conversation. That's why it's called generate. It's just a one-turn thing. So now we want to again connect the new word signal to generate our script over here, and then we want to say blah blah blah. The text output is with the new word appended to it, and again, this is literally all the code you need to write. This is super simple, I think. So let's have a look at this. We can try this out. Hi. And it will immediately respond with no problems at all. Now, again, you have to keep in mind, this only works with one-turn conversations. So this is single turn only. This is not multi-turn. So we can't ask it about previous responses and previous concepts we talked about earlier. This is kind of the important thing. Generate is easier to work with, but the chat with send message and start response is a lot more kind of okay to work with. And also right now, if we use the generate, we will see if we ask multiple things, 10 cool words now, it will just write more. So we want to, over here, we want to clear the output text. Like this, we want to just set it to be an empty string. So that will kind of clean things up. Now, I promised earlier that we were going to try out the JSON thing. What does this mean? What does JSON mean? That's pretty easy to understand. Here we have format JSON. We can set this to true. So that's pretty cool. So let's see what this does. Let's run this. This is for the chat interface. So no, okay, wait. Actually, we probably want to rename this to say generate, so we know what this on the right is and what this on the left is. We can try this and see what this JSON thing does. We can say hi, and it will respond with an empty JSON object. Okay, maybe let's tell it what to respond with. Let's have the chat request, and let's tell it in the system prompt, you will respond in JSON like this. And we can say some keys here, for example. Let's have a look. What can we put in here? Message, and then your message here. And then maybe something like emotion, and then an emoji here about how you feel. There you go. Let's maybe try this one. Hi. So now it will respond in the format we gave it. This can be super useful if you're making some kind of advanced application where you want this kind of structured output. This is amazing because Llama gives us the opportunity to work with this kind of structured data. So this can be very useful, but generally you want to keep this format JSON thing out of the equation, because this is kind of confusing for some, and this can kind of break certain chat requests. So let's not use this. And the last thing which we will do is make this a bit nicer. Let's change this to be a box container, and let's expand these two so that they fit the screen. So now, very nicely, we can make this window small and bigger, and it doesn't matter. It will always nicely fit and stretch in the correct ways. So we have this guy over here with a single requests. 10 cool words, please. That's just one. There you go. That's 10 cool words. Let's try this over here. Hi. And then, what did I just ask? You said, what did I just ask? That's not really correct. Okay, wait, why is this? That's very, very weird. These are different. Okay, why is this happening? That's interesting, okay. This is connected to that. This send button is connected to that. That's correct, okay. Let's use the start response. And this new word is only connected to, or is it? Generate. Prompt. Oh, it's because we just equal here. We might want to put plus equals. So now we can actually see what we write. We can say hi. And then we can say, what did I just say? So we can actually see multiple. Okay, that was kind of an oversight by me. So this is literally it. This thing I will clear before I release the plugin. Obviously, this is just debug stuff, and this scene will be available under add-ons, and then Gopilot Utils, and then examples, and then chat example.tscn. That's where you will find this exact demo. You can try this out. You can maybe try different system prompts, maybe different temperatures. You can see right here, that's kind of the creativity, you could say, or maybe the consistency. Things are explained here very nicely, I think. I wrote some comments for everything. So that's pretty good. You can try stuff out. Options, there you go. So that's gonna be it from me. Have fun with this, and just try building something.